Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of In the Bank podcast with yours truly, Jacob Wilbanks, and my beautiful co-host, Keegan Jackson.
I'm currently Princess waving right now.
Yes,
So,
queen waving, looking quite elegant. Um,
hello.
how are you guys doing today? How are we guys? How are we doing today? Because I'm feeling great. Keegan, how you feeling?
Tired. Working nights.
Yeah, yeah. All I've been doing is kind of just messing around, not really doing just jack squat, man. Honestly, kind of been waiting to do this next episode because we've got some information with when it comes to the Pacers here recently with them signing Jay Huff. Would you like to give the details on that, Keegan?
So this was a few days ago. Jay Huff is from the Memphis Grizzlies. He's played center. He had a pretty good year this year, I'd say.
7 foot tall. He's kind of like Miles a little bit.
I mean, he can shoot, but with
Hmm.
this guy, every time I've seen him, he always dunks the ball backwards. Like anything, like I
Yeah.
saw a clip a few weeks ago say about it.
Yeah.
Now I can't unsee
I
it.
hope he does it in a Pacer uniform. I think he
So
shall.
we're giving them a 2029 second round pick that was previously owned by the Portland Trail Blazers, and we're gonna
Who just
swap picks with
who
them.
just lost DeAndre Ayton to the Los Angeles Lakers for a couple years because the Trailblazers are a sorry organization.
So
But
we'll be swapping the 2031 second round
just
draft
kidding.
pick.
All love the Trailblazers.
I keep hearing my dog, so it's gonna be like
No, you're good.
flustered a little bit. I know the
No,
people
you're
at home
good.
probably can't hear it, but I
No.
can, and it's loud. But yeah, so they'll have our 2029 second round pick, and we're
Yeah.
actually swapping 2020 or 2031 second round pick. So, like, let's say we have a better record than they do, then
Yeah.
we probably won't swap it. But let's say they have a better record than us, they'll swap it so they can get a higher draft pick.
Yeah.
But that's kind of all on my end. Well, thanks. What do you
Well,
got?
it was just awesome just having somebody to pick up for Miles Turner, man. We needed that badly. I think that's what everybody as a Pacer fan was waiting for this offseason, honestly. And a little bit in the draft, I felt like a couple people were like, I mean, even though Cam Jones, right, that's his name,
Mhm.
is an amazing pick, I feel like I just everybody was hoping for a center. I feel like that just
Well,
didn't come.
he didn't,
But you
excuse
can go
me.
ahead.
So we didn't think that, geez, we didn't think that Miles Turner was going to leave. Everybody was talking about it. He's going to come back. He's going to come back. He's going to come back. We have the
Well,
draft, then free agency, and he's gone.
at the media availability, Kevin Pritchard was talking about it, basically just saying that it was in their intention to offer Miles that money, like the money he was wanting, what he was wanting, but it all what he was saying, what it came down to was it was more so the front office of Milwaukee making space, really, right?
Hmm.
All of a sudden becoming somebody who can attach themselves to Miles Turner and sign
And
money for him. They with all that, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're gonna have to pay Damian Lillard for these next few years, which kind of makes getting Miles Turner a little weird for me, but at the same time, it's whatever. And I think picking up Jay Huff, and then also we signed Wiseman James Wiseman to a 2 year, I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me check my notes here. $5.5 million deal, with a team option next year, which is quite nice, I would have to say.
back, man, back with the Miles Turner, uh, I kind of thought he was going to stay,
Everyone
took,
did.
but I also saw reports that, you know, we didn't get a chance to match that. He just signed with Milwaukee, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, and that's not what it was, like I said, is that I think they did give him what he wanted initially, but Milwaukee was giving him a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, okay, well, if a team's just going to give me a little bit more than what I'm asking, then I mean, yeah, go get your bag, dude.
But I mean, we can't just, not look at Jay
Kevin Pritchard.
Huff
Oh,
catch
Jay Huff.
well, Jay Huff, we can't just have that, uh undershine by the mouse turners signing. Geez.
You're good.
I mean, Jay Huff is a good player. I think he'll be a solid piece. I think he actually might start over Jackson and
I
everybody, the
agree
other center that
because
we
he's well.
got.
First of all, he's probably going to start over. You're right over Wiseman and Jackson because of health wise.
Hmm.
He's not coming off of a ACL tear. Both of them are coming off of ACL tears that were pretty, or at least they were at the beginning of the season. So they at least have had time to recover. And this whole season for this
Hmm.
finals run, they've had time to recover and being able to. And Wiseman, I honestly thought that was such a smart pickup for cheap. For something that's for cheap, and I know they came in with like he had an injury, but I truthfully believe that Wiseman, I just want to give he deserves a chance, man. I just think it's
Yeah.
so sad for a lot of his career's just been derailed due to injury, and so I feel like Wiseman can hopefully get another shot here with the Pacers and make it worthwhile, and hopefully not, get the injury bug. And same with Huff. I think Huff probably will start though. I think you're right.
Yeah. I hope Jackson becomes a reliable piece.
Ijax, yeah, dude.
Ijax. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be so nice because I mean he's
Because, I
shown
mean,
signs,
look
stuff
at the
like
last
that.
year. The Eastern Conference run where we lost to Boston. Look at that playoff run. When the minutes when Miles wasn't on the court, Isaiah Jackson took that up, and especially in that Knicks series against in the Eastern Conference Finals run, he was insane. He was putting in class minutes, and I just hope that he can get back to that point. And same with Wiseman, but I think yeah, Huff is the rock. I would have to say.
It's a good pickup. But coming up, well, today is July 10th. Tonight there will be a Pacers summer game. That'll
Summer
be very
League,
into summer
yes.
league. It's literally on right now.
And
It
that's going to
is
be exciting.
well, it's by the time we're filming this right now, it's 5:41 and it started at 5 p.m. So
Furf, I hope is Cam Jones playing in that game as well?
I don't know.
I don't know either. We need to be looking probably a little bit into that. But what's awesome about that is as well is that plays in no the Noblesville Boom. They play. I don't know if it's a home game or not. I didn't check that as well, but I know it's the Noblesville Boom, and they're playing, and it's gonna be awesome because as I mean, I live in Noblesville, but what sucks is that it's kind of in Hamilton Town Center, so that's like a little bit of ways. I mean, it's still technically Noblesville, but it's gonna be awesome to have a the G League team there. It's I don't
Something to
know.
watch,
Yeah.
you really had to drive what hour or
Well,
so.
because like the only thing like sports thing, I mean, they have like all their high school and like little league stuff here, right? But then if you go oh well, and then Grand Park has the Colts practice facility and stuff like that. So they had that here going for them. But other than that, you'd have to go to downtown Indy, right? To go really do anything. That was fun, like at least sports wise, like the Indy Fuel. And if you want to go see another hockey game, go to Fort Wayne, and they have a really cool hockey team as well. But yeah.
I haven't been to the hockey
Me
arena
neither. I've
yet.
never been to a Fuel game. I've never been to an Indians game. I've always wanted to go to one. Just never have, honestly.
Well, I mean, do you have anything else about the Pacers you want to talk about?
That I have on the top of my head, uh, no, I would say probably not. I honestly think we covered at least what they've been doing here recently, and I'm glad that we picked up a center. That's all I can say.
All right. Well, you know what time it is. It's time for the Colts, the
Yes,
heartbreaker, I
yes.
feel like.
This is going now. I feel like last podcast we had it was more Pacers, and now I feel like this one is definitely going to be hopefully more Colts centered, I think.
Well, training camp starts July 23rd, and I'll be going to the training camp on July 24th. Even
Yeah,
though it'd probably just be helmets, maybe even shoulder pads, not
yeah,
full
yeah,
pads,
yeah.
it's still going to be fun. Now,
Hmm.
I don't want to talk about AR today or any of the offense because I felt like we kind of harped on it last time.
Yeah.
You know what I want to talk
And there
about?
really hasn't been any much change when it comes. There just
Yeah.
hasn't been really much news.
You know what I want to talk about? The
Hmm.
bread and butter. I
Hmm.
think that wins championships.
Yes, and especially for our
The
team.
defense.
That's our bread and butter for our team. It
Will
has been for these last couple years.
went from one of the worst defense to I think might be one of the best defense. Went from
And
a fourth,
the only yeah, and the only reason I say that is because our pass coverage was, eh,
went from a 4-3 defense. So that's four down linemen, three linebackers, two corners, then two safeties. Want to go
mhm,
into a nickel defense. So that's four down linemen, probably two. It's can be two linebackers,
mhm.
then five DBs. But he has shown a
So
lot.
is that what the new Bengals defensive coordinator runs?
Yeah,
Okay, that's why I was just
Mono
wondering. No, no.
he
So
runs
yeah,
a nickel defense.
okay.
So, but he's shown a lot that he can, put six, seven DBs out
Hmm.
there.
Yeah,
And so I'm surprised, he's not afraid to send blitz. He's not
no.
afraid to take a chance. Sometimes he got burnt, but the corner room, the DB room on the Bengals
Well,
weren't that
hit,
good.
well, in his best DB room he had is when they went to the Super Bowl, and I think if you're and that's probably his best defense that he's had as his tenure in that organization. So if you want to pick from like the top tier, that's what you kind of want the Colts defense to look like in a sense, you know. We want it to be from especially secondary heavy. I feel like we've never been secondary heavy, and now I feel like we are. And that's all I feel like that's what DeForest Buckner and Grover Stewart and all of our defensive linemen needed. They needed all that pressure off of them. I feel like that's what we always do is the pressure, and then once it's off of them, then it goes to Zaire Franklin and EJ Speed, and EJ Speed is no longer here. So it's really just on Zaire and our secondary.
So that's the biggest problem I think that we have that and the D tackle. So the linebackers, you're gonna have a smaller group of linebackers.
Yeah.
Since you don't have three positions to fill, you only have really two starters, basically.
Yeah.
So that's Franklin and Charles. Charles played a little last year, played behind EJ
Yeah.
Speed, and he had some flash moments. He's got injured. He was out for a little bit, came back.
Yeah.
But then they brought in Bandicky from the Bengals.
Hmm.
He's had a good, he started a few games. He's only
Yeah.
there for I think about 2 to 3 years. He played some special teams and he was a
Yeah.
solid role player. And I don't really see anybody after that. I mean, they got uh Aluba. He's been there for a few years. When
Yeah.
Shaq was hurt, he got the start and he played pretty
Hmm.
good.
Yeah.
But the only person I really see that they might use is Hunter that we got in the draft. He is out
Yeah.
of Wisconsin. Um, Literally the seventh round pick. They have him listed
Hmm.
as a DB right now,
Yeah.
but I can see what they're looking
It's
for.
crazy that he made the roster. So I mean, technically, he technically is technically still on the roster until they make
Well, I
cuts.
think what they're gonna do with him, since he can play linebacker,
Yeah.
they're gonna use him kind of as a strong safety. He's small,
Yeah.
he's fast
Yeah.
as a DB, but he's strong
He's
as
got
a
that build.
linebacker.
Yeah, the build
And
to be
so
able to do that.
I think you're gonna see him sometimes on third down. And I think that's a
Well,
smart move.
and I think it from the Colts organization is a smart move just to upgrade I mean, I'm so glad that we finally spent money to buy some secondary pieces. And honestly, that is I don't care if we lost a couple linebackers in the process because you know why? Linebackers are amazing. I mean, they're your quarterback of your defense, right? Especially your middle linebacker. But at the end of the day, the people that make the plays, as much as a middle linebacker, I feel like can make. I don't know. I'm not going to say that, but I will say is that I think your defensive line and your corners really dictate your defense, and if like turnovers especially when it comes to your defensive line trying to create havoc for the quarterback, and when that goes with DeForest and Grover and Adebayo. Well, actually, is he still on is he still on our team?
Dingbo?
Yeah, I don't
No,
think
no,
he
no,
is.
no,
He went to
no.
the Bears, man.
He did go
Yeah,
to the Bears. Yeah, because that's
yeah,
why I want to talk about the inside defense tackle.
yeah,
Well, we also picked up Justin Wally, second round pick out of Minnesota. I also think this guy could play anywhere on the field. He could
yeah.
play, the corners, the nickel position, or he could play safety. And I think they're going to use him too. I mean, he's just an athletic freak. His
Hmm.
man-to-man's kind of hard, but his coverage is pretty good. So, I mean, I could see him throw him in there. You have, I counted for the DB room. So this is I'm just gonna say the cornerback room. They've got 7 guys that can play. We haven't
Yeah.
had this for years.
No.
Then in the safety room, it's kind of hard because you got the guy from Minnesota, you got Cross, you got Thomas. Thomas can show he can play, but the past
Yeah.
year, I mean he
It
struggled
just
last year and
it
the year
gives our
before.
linebackers so much, and same with our linemen, so much more ease, so much more
But
room to work with when it
with the
comes
safety
to
position, I think is also a little up the air for the third, for
when
those
it
second
comes
stringers.
yeah.
Because you've got Thomas, the past few years, it's been
Hmm.
up and down. His rookie season, you're
Yeah.
like, what a
Oh,
steal.
where'd you come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the past 2 years, it's, I
It's
don't know.
been up
So
and
I
yeah,
think they
50-50.
could use Hunter like that and use him as strong safety where you could come down and play.
And
Then
and
with,
what you're talking about with the blitz game earlier, I think, well, yeah, it's going to give. I mean, if you have a secondary like that, it's going to give our blitz game such a. Our linebackers don't have to worry about going to go play secondary basically anymore, right? They can just go blitz the quarterback without like. I mean, you're still gonna have to worry about it here and there, but it's not as yeah. With our secondary, dude, we have sky's the limit.
I'm also excited to see Scott. Scott was a one of the picks 2 years ago. He's been injured
Yeah,
for the past 2 years. I'm excited to see what he does. But
yeah,
with the defensive tackle, I mean, you've got DeForest Buckner, Grover's third,
hmm
and Lewis can play on third down. You
yes,
know,
Taekwon,
but
yeah,
who do you have? Who do you have to send out there? Nobody. I mean,
yeah,
you went and got Gilmore, in free agency. He could show he could
hmm
play. And you drafted
yeah,
Smith, but Owabu, I mean, I think he's going to
yeah,
his third year, and we didn't see almost nothing
yeah,
from
nothing,
him last year.
no,
I mean, he was nothing. I mean, I think they
no,
said him a lot, but
no.
and he's also a smaller D tackle. Maybe play
Hmm.
him on third downs, but you have to have somebody for
Yeah.
DeForest for
To
DeForest and
start
Grobert.
create havoc, something, man.
Well, with DeForest and Grobert, I mean, they almost play every down. It feels like
Yeah.
they're tired, they're beat.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of all I've got for the Colts. The outside edge. I mean, they were pretty well stacked. You know,
Yeah.
but the people I want to see that have the breakout season is Latu and Brents.
Lot two is huge. The Lot two needs to become a Max Crosby for us, dude. That's what he needs to be. Like that's what we want him to turn into, correct? Really?
Hmm.
Yeah. We want him to be the Max Crosby of our defense. And as much as that's such a tall order, which it is, I do believe Latu has what it takes to be able to do that, man. I really do believe. I think he's such a great locker room piece. He's such a fun, nice guy. It seems like that, at least from media and everything. I would love just to see him go out there, just go out there and go absolutely nuts, dude.
I want to see a lot from Brents this year. Brents,
Yeah.
he showed he could play the first year, even though he was hurt a little bit. The second year is
Hmm.
basically played 2 plays, hurt again. I think he
Yeah.
only played about 2 to 3 games. But Brents is going to battle Jones. So it's
Well,
going
and
to
I
go.
love Juju Brents. Juju Brents, that's yes, that's another guy. I totally agree with you. I second
So
on that.
it's going to go more. He's going to play the nickel, so he's going to play closer to, the
Yeah.
tackles. And that's what Moore should have been played. They played him on the outside edge for the past 2 years, and he really, I mean, he's shown he can still play, but he hasn't been,
Yeah.
that player. So
Yeah.
with him moving back in, that's going to help a lot. Then you got
Yeah.
Ward, we got from the 49ers, top top safety, not safety, excuse me, corner. So he's going to play
Hmm.
pretty good. You got Jones, who's shown up the past 2 years that he could play. Then you
Yeah.
got Brents.
Dogs.
Brents is going to be the fourth safety. I mean, corner, excuse me, fourth corner.
Brent has to show us this year, I feel like, in my personal opinion.
But Jones has the third corner lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, then Brent's gonna be the fourth, and I'm gonna say uh Justin Wasteley. He's gonna be the fifth, and you got Womack, then you got Hunter,
Yeah.
like I said.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a pretty good, that's a pretty good core. But
I'd
that's
say
kind
we
of
run
like
pretty decently deep. I would say so. It just all what at the end of the day, it all comes to playtime. And I'm excited for this season. It's going to be an amazing season, I think. But at the same time, it's really just the defining season of what these next seasons are going to be. Are we going to be in contention or are we just going to, you know?
It relies on the offense. I wanted to cover the defense this week. We'll cover the offense next week because offense, you've got a lot to talk about there, and
Yeah, yeah,
the defense, that's my bread and butter. I like
yeah,
defense.
yeah. Same. I love defense too, man. But
You got
other
anything
than
else about the
that,
Colts?
yeah, no, I don't. What I was actually about to ask you is, what have you been up to? Anything crazy going on in these next couple weeks, or anything planned, or what has been going on?
Nothing much. I'm just, I'm trying to fill in my time with looking at recruits for Oregon and
Yeah,
Indiana football. Oregon's ranked
yeah,
fourth in recruiting right now. That doesn't really mean
mm,
anything because they can
yeah,
be ranked so high.
yeah,
Then Indiana's ranked uh 53rd.
yeah.
And so, I mean, I'm excited, I'm
Well,
excited what happens.
yeah, well, really, what I've been doing is kind of just been getting ready to I want to go on my next camping trip, like I said, and I think I'm gonna get one of my buddies, Steven. Hopefully we can have him on the pod along with Chase and everybody else. We wanted to start doing that, audio listeners. We want to start doing that to just have a special guest, have somebody to bring in, I think would be fun.
Talk a little
And
about sports for the first,
yeah, talk a little
20
bit about
minutes.
sports. Yeah, and then just talk about like because because they're getting back from their trip, and I'm gonna probably be asking them a whole bunch of stuff because they went back to Garden of the Gods where I was talking about in
Mm.
the first episode, and to show Max, and he said he absolutely loved it and it was beautiful. But
Oh,
yeah, dude,
uh,
like
NCAA 26 came out. It is better than
yes.
last year. First game back, I played as Oregon versus Oregon State. Threw two picks, turned it off.
Yeah,
Then I
this
was
man's
like,
been playing some NCAA 26 right now. He's addicted, it sounds like. And he
then
made some of these cool uniforms for his college. So,
yeah, Vincent's University. But then I
mhm.
played on Dynasty. First game, kickoff, take it all the way back. And I was like, man, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Throws an interception when I get back on offense. Just a pick six. I beat the team by 21 points,
Well,
but I was
dude,
just like,
did they
oops.
like vamp up the college student like
Oh, yeah,
atmosphere, stadium pulse?
You can feel it, and they've done
I
other
bet you it's
stuff.
even crazier. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
but
what I've been playing is a lot of like just 2K, man. I've been playing a lot of 2K and Rainbow Six Siege has actually got me back into it because of year 10, they basically moved their whole game onto another system. So, it's one of the biggest updates and it's been really, really fun. It's a competitive game, but I cannot play like that anymore. I'm such a casual. It's just like I enjoy just to play. And I've also been trying out this new game called Lightyear Frontier. It's like a farming mech game. So you're
yeah.
farming, but you're in this mech suit and you farm basically. And it's basically like a farmer simulator game, but you're just with mechs. It
Uh,
reminded me of I don't know if you've ever seen the Love Death Robots episode, but it's literally like based off. It literally looks like that, where it's just people in mech suits, farmers in mech suits farming. It's cool though. It's dope.
all right. Well, I gotta get out of here.
Oh, you
Dinner
got
was
to get out of
done.
here. Oh, do
Dinner was
you?
done. It was 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, hey everybody. Just thank you for tuning in for the second episode. And like I said, we want to like I said we want to test and with doing having guest speakers on and just getting more into
Think next time we should have guest speakers because there won't be
yeah.
really any news coming out
No, it's
for
gonna
a
be
while.
yeah
So
for a
next
little
week,
bit.
I say
Yeah.
we go with guest
Yeah.
speakers.
Guest speaker.
Well, takes
Especially for the
about
summertime, at least a little bit. Yeah.
takes about what you said, 3 to 4 days to get these pods out. So it might
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
Tu Tuesday.
Yeah, that and we would love to. Another thing we would love to experiment with is doing in-person podcasts as well, and then just recording that then and there and posting it up. Also, speaking of which, I will be posting the YouTube video probably either when this comes out, probably a couple days before this actual pod comes out. So, what is today? Today is the
10th of
10th. So
January.
I'm gonna have to say probably either the 11th or 12th. The YouTube video will be officially up for the first episode, and then from here on out, the second episode of the actual audio will have the YouTube video along with it. So they all will come out at the same time. So it's not just a whole debacle. And that's just how it goes. At least for this starting, getting this all up right now. But yeah, that is In the Bank podcast with yours truly, Jacob Wilbanks, and my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful best
Oh, thank
friend,
you. So kind.
Keegan
So
Jackson over
kind.
here. So y'all
Godspeed.
enjoy.